Who maps European Union developments in the cryptocurrency market? The European Union, EU, has made significant progress in developing and regulating the cryptocurrency market, seeking to balance technological innovation with consumer protection and financial stability. Here are some of the key recent developments. Regulation. MiCA, Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation. In September 2020, the European Commission presented a proposal for a regulation on markets in crypto assets, MiCA, with the aim of creating a harmonized legal framework for crypto assets in the EU. MiCA addresses a range of issues, including classification of cryptoassets, clear definition of the types of cryptoassets and their specific regulations, transparency requirements, rules on the disclosure of information by cryptoactive issuers, consumer protection, measures to protect consumers against fraud and deceptive practices, supervision and enforcement. National supervisory authorities will have the power to supervise activities related to cryptoassets. MiCA was approved by the European Parliament in April 2023 and is expected to come into force in 2024, marking an important step towards creating a single market for cryptoassets in the EU. AML, anti-money laundering, and KYC, Know Your Customer. The EU has strengthened its anti-money laundering, AML, and Know Your Customer, KYC, guidelines. The AMLD5 regulation, which came into force in 2020, expanded AML obligations to include crypto asset service providers such as exchanges and custodial wallets. This requires these providers to implement strict identity verification and transaction monitoring measures. Digital euro. The European Central Bank, ECB, is exploring the introduction of a digital euro, a digital form of official currency that could be used by both consumers and businesses. In July 2021, the ECB began a research project on the digital euro, with an analysis phase expected to last 2 years, followed by a possible implementation phase. Regulatory sandbox. Several EU member states, such as France and Lithuania, have implemented regulatory sandboxes for cryptoassets. These sandboxes allow crypto companies to operate in a controlled environment under regulatory oversight, facilitating innovation while minimizing risk. Germany legalized the custody of cryptoassets for banks and implemented specific rules for security tokens. France established a licensing regime for digital asset service providers and developed a clear framework for ICOs, initial coin offerings. Portugal adopted a favorable approach to the development of cryptoassets, with exemption from taxes on capital gains on cryptoassets for individuals. Thank you, guys.